Keeping Love Alive as Memories. Keeping Love Alive as Memories Fade. Part 1. Introduction. The Cruel Test of Time. What would you do if your partner or parent began to forget your name? What if they lost the shared memories of a lifetime, or even the ability to care for themselves? Alzheimer's and dementia don't just steal a person's history, they can slowly erode the very foundations of a relationship. It is a journey often defined by grief, even while the person is still standing right in front of you. But Dr. Gary Chapman, the author of the legendary 5 Love Languages, believes that while the mind may fade, the heart remains reachable. Even when a loved one no longer knows exactly who you are, they can still feel the warmth of love through their primary love language. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are exploring one of the most compassionate and practical books ever written on caregiving, Keeping Love Alive as Memories Fade. Whether you are a caregiver now or want to be prepared for the future, let's find out how to build a bridge of love when the words are gone. Part 2. The 5 Love Languages in Dementia Care. The core of the book explains that as cognitive skills decline, we must shift how we speak the 5 languages. We have to move from intellectual communication to purely emotional and sensory connection. 1. Words of affirmation. For a patient with memory loss, long explanations or complex sentences become frustrating and confusing. The goal here is reassurance. Short, gentle phrases are key. Saying things like, "I'm right here," "You're doing a great job," or "I love you," repeatedly and patiently can calm the high levels of anxiety and fear that dementia patients often experience. 2. Physical touch. This often becomes the most vital language as the disease progresses and other forms of communication fail. A firm handhold, a gentle hug, a stroke of the arm, or the act of brushing their hair can communicate safety and belonging instantaneously. Touch is a primal language that tells the soul, you are protected. 3. Quality time. Quality time changes its definition here. It is no longer about having deep conversations about the future. It is about shared presence in the now. It's sitting beside them in silence, listening to their favorite old records, or simply looking at the garden together. To a patient, your presence is a stable anchor in a world that feels increasingly slippery and alien. 4. Acts of service. Caregiving itself is a relentless series of acts of service: feeding, dressing, and cleaning. The authors emphasize the spirit in which these tasks are performed. When done with visible tenderness and a smile rather than frustration, these chores are transformed into a tangible form of love that the patient can perceive in their spirit, even if they can't express it. 5. Receiving gifts. Gifts should focus on sensory stimulation and reminiscence. Think of a vintage photograph of their childhood home, a soft blanket, or a specific snack that they've loved for decades. These items can sometimes trigger a small, miraculous spark in a fading memory, providing a brief but beautiful moment of clarity and connection. Part 3. Psychological highlights. The emotional bridge. The most profound psychological insight in the book is that emotions outlast cognition. A patient might forget exactly what you said to them 5 minutes ago, but they will never forget how you made them feel. By consistently using the 5 love languages, you are building an emotional bridge. When the logical paths of the brain have collapsed, these languages keep the heart connected. The book encourages caregivers to stop looking for the person the patient used to be and start fully loving the person who is standing in front of them right now. This shift in perspective is the key to preventing the relationship from becoming a source of constant resentment. Part 4. Analysis. Caring for the caregiver. A vital section of this book is dedicated to the hidden victims, the caregivers themselves. Dr. Chapman and his co-authors acknowledge the soul-crushing fatigue and the ambiguous loss of watching a loved one disappear bit by bit. The book emphasizes that a caregiver cannot pour from an empty cup. Caregivers must have their own love tanks filled by friends, family, and the community. If you are a caregiver, the book argues that you have a moral obligation to care for yourself so you can continue to care for your loved one. It is a call for the surrounding support system to step up and speak the love languages to the person doing the heavy lifting. Part 5. Conclusion. Love is the last thing remaining. Keeping love alive as memories fade is a powerful testament to the indestructible nature of human connection. It teaches us that love is not merely an intellectual exchange. It is a soul-to-soul bond that even the most devastating diseases cannot fully sever. Thank you for watching this summary. If you are currently caring for a loved one with memory loss, I hope this book brings you a new sense of hope and a practical way to stay connected. Please share your experiences or thoughts in the comments. Let's support one another. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the books that touch the human heart. Until next time, stay patient, stay kind, and keep the love alive.